I want to talk about creating intentional experiences, deliberate experiences, conscious experiences. But I'll stick with intentional experiences and intentional relationships. Like, say I want to create an intentional experience with a friend, with a family member, with a significant other. Okay, so I have this intention. It could just be something that I want to, take my girlfriend out for dinner, and I want it to be romantic, and I just want her to relax, and I want us to just talk about how things are with each other, and I want it to be really sweet. So then that's an intention, and that intention has content, and it has energy. It has a vibration, like the experience I'm after. And I don't want to control it too tightly, right? But the feeling, it's like the vibration of it is us relaxing, us having this and just sharing and laughing and just really enjoying each other's company. Okay? And what I've noticed is, we might not be bad. Well, even that. I think, first of all, we often don't create as many intentions with things as maybe we could. And even when we do, I think we can get a little passive about allowing the experience to go however it goes. And there's beauty in that too, okay? But however, it's like if I, have this idea of something I want to share with someone, and that thing has a feeling and it has a vibration, okay, then it's my responsibility to invite them into that. And I might even tell them that, like, I just want us to go out and have a nice time and really just relax. It's been a rough week. Actually, to put words to it often helps, rather than thinking they're going to psychically know what my intention is. And the other thing I can do is I can, if something that either, she or, says, or I say that's out of alignment with that, okay, it's not what they start talking about, their work week, or so how their person at work is really driving them crazy, there's be my tendency, because I'm a coach, so I listen to people. It's like, let them talk about it. Well, maybe for a while, but it's like, what I had higher aspirations for this evening. It's great, and I'd love to hear about your coach, but tonight, let's just enjoy each other's company. And we can do this in a way that's not shutting her down. And the same thing, if I deviate and I go off on a tangent, it's like seeing, whoa, or together. Maybe it's not, maybe it just is between the two of us. We started going down a rabbit hole, or started talking about politics or work or whatever else. It's like noticing it and just saying, I don't know how we got here, but it seems like for the last 10 or 15 minutes, we've been talking about this. And it's a very different vibration than what I wanted for our evening. I'm saying this to myself. So then it's like, you know what? Let's shift. Okay, and this is where we're being less passive, we're being more active, we're being more intentional, and we're saying, you know what? And we invite them to take the experience into a different direction. Let's get back to relaxing and enjoying each other's company. And let's talk about us. The hell with the politics. It's like, we ain't gonna fix that tonight anyway. So let's enjoy this. We ain't gonna fix the problems at work. They're fine, and but let's do this. And my suggestion is that we can be a little more directive with this. Like I said, there's a tendency to be passive. Most of the people watching this are probably really good listeners. We're probably really there for people, and that's all good. But I think having an intention for the experience is the first step. Like, what do I want to experience tonight? And then taking the responsibility to kind of monitor that and do our best to keep us in that direction, and not in a controlling way, but in an inviting way. And it's just like, it's almost like, I used the example last night in Sharing Circle. It's almost like if we're a little kid and we have the idea to do something fun. It's like, hey, let's do this. It'll be fun with excitement, like let's talk about this. Let's have this kind of experience, And so you're inviting them with excitement, and you can do it when you do it with some spontaneity and some curiosity and some inquisitiveness and some passion and excitement. It's not like you're being controlling. It's an invitation. It's just like, I had this vision of this evening, and I don't know how it's going to be. The details I'm not envisioning, but the vibration and the feeling and the love and the connection that I wanted was this. And we seem to be doing this. So, hey, let's talk about this. Are you down with that? Like, let's do it, And then, so by doing that, we can be a little more directive, and we can keep the vibration of our experiences in you could say, in a higher place, in a place that's more what we were after and intending. Often what we do is we're more passive, and we just let it go, and then we say, oh, well, it wasn't anything, and then we're mad, like, oh, it wasn't anything that like I saw it. And then it's either like my fault or her fault or his fault or whatever else. But it's like, rather, did I say anything? Did I even let the person know that this is the experience I was wanting to have? And when we weren't going in that direction, did I try to right the ship at all? And then often we don't, and then we're just bummed that it wasn't the experience we wanted. Well, what were we expecting? So anyway, that is my video for this week. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have an amazing week. And as you go through your week, my challenge or invitation is to think about some experiences that you want to have with people, and then invite them into those experiences, into the feeling, into the vibration of that experience. And if your experience starts veering off away from that, invite both of you back into it and see what happens. And I will see you in a week.